Hey, what's up, my nerds?
I'm Air Bear.
And I'm Chasen, and you're just in time for your weekly dose of nerd news.
Wasn't ready.
Clink! Okay.
Today is October 21st, and this is what happened this week. A writer strike update.
Yes. Okay, so it's a bit of a different update. Nothing super duper official has come to an agreement or anything, but this is what we have. Okay. So George Clooney, Emma Stone, Tyler Perry, and other A-list celebrities have come together with a plan on how to end the strikes. So the A-listers have proposed removing the cap from union dues, which would allow for, or I guess require, higher paid actors to pay more in dues. So according to Clooney, that would bring in more than $50 million annually, which, well, yeah, $50 million annually, which can go toward paying for healthcare and some of the other initiatives that SAG-AFTRA is fighting for. And they also suggested a bottom to top, basically a bottom-up residual payout. So the residuals don't start at the higher paid actors and people. It starts from the bottom, and then those higher paid actors would get paid last. And Clooney went on to say that they're hoping, I mean, of course, that this will bring an end to the strike, but also show that they're all in this together trying to figure out how to bring this to an end so we can all get back to working. So, yeah.
Cool.
And I believe they said that they were going to submit the proposal this past Wednesday, so hopefully we'll hear some word on what they're thinking and where that might go.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right, so movie news announcements. There is a new agreement between Skydance Animation and Netflix. Previously, Skydance Animation had a agreement with Apple TV, but now it's going to be taking that deal to Netflix, and it's going to be taking some of their previously scheduled animated films along with it. So that will include Spellbound, which is an animated film with Rachel Zegler, Nicole Kidman, and Javier Bardem. It's set to come out in 2024. Another animated film that includes is Puku, which is a new movie by the director Nathan Greno, who is the director of Tangled. It was set to come out 2025. And Raygun, which is a movie by Brad Bird, who is the director of Incredibles 2, and I think he's also the director of Iron Giant. Not much is known about that film, but I think I heard something about Passion Project, and yeah. Okay. Hopefully it's as good as Incredibles 2 was good too. And then there's an untitled Jack and the Beanstalk project that is from director Rich Moore, who's the director of Zootopia. Okay. So those are the films that will be coming to Netflix because of this new agreement.
Gotcha. Cool.
With Skydance Animation.
Cool. I can appreciate it because I have access to Netflix. Yep. So anything that seems interesting on Apple TV, like as soon as I find out it's Apple TV, it's like, why did I watch that trailer and get so excited?
The Godzilla trailers.
Yeah.
Or and Monarch. Is it Monarch?
A trailer that we're going to talk about a little later on.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Unfortunately. So speaking of upcoming projects, The King's Man is apparently getting a sequel. So it was, I guess, announced or talked about in an interview at New York Comic Con. The director of The King's Man, I know his last name is Vaughn.
Sorry.
Franklin Vaughn or Matthew Vaughn or something like that. Mr. Vaughn, not Vince. I know that much. During an interview at New York Comic Con, mentioned that one, he's excited about the script that he's got written up, and he mentioned a little bit about the premise. So apparently, according to him, and maybe history as well, Hitler was supported by English aristocracy. Aristocracy. Yeah, that's how you say that.
Aristocracy.
Right. I was about to say aristocracy, but that doesn't sound right. English aristocracy during his rise in Germany, and he, Vaughn, thinks that would be an interesting story to tell, especially in today's age, where sounds like where he was going was it's so easy to have your focus on on one thing back then, communism, and allow something like the rise of Hitler to happen. So thought that might be an interesting story to tell. Yeah, and I agree. And hopefully it is interesting. And
So
better than the first one.
So the Kingsman, there's
Yeah.
the Kingsman, the first one that came out.
Yeah, the Kingsman.
Was
really
that one
enjoyed
good?
that one. Yeah,
okay.
yeah, I really
and then
enjoyed
there
that
was a
one.
prequel.
Yeah, I feel like there was the Kingsman 2 as well. I feel like there was the
It
Kingsman.
says Kingsman 2.
So there was the Kingsman, one word, the Kingsman,
And
there
then
are more than that.
Kingsman.
So there's the Kingsman, and I'm pretty sure there was the Kingsman 2.
Okay.
And then there was the prequel, the Kingsman,
Okay.
and then this is the Kingsman 2.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now
'Cause
I get it.
I want to say Samuel L. Jackson was in the Kingsman 2. Anyway, I'm pretty sure that he was in the second one, and then they did a prequel, The
Okay.
Kingsman,
All right. So, in
which I think I walked out of the theaters of. I think I did. I think that was the second movie that I walked out of the theaters from. If I didn't, I wish I did. Continue.
So, in movie trailer news, Marvel's has a new Legacy trailer. The trailer is called Legacy. It's not a Legacy trailer, I don't think.
Right. Because I was
And-
thinking, well, what's a Legacy trailer? Or
Well,
is
I
it
mean,
called
remember-
Legacy?
We had that come up with Triple X or
Oh,
whatever, Fast X. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Migration has a second trailer called Out of the Woods.
Cool.
Past movie news.
Oppenheimer is being released on Blu-ray or 4K Blu-ray and DVD on November 21st, and that's going to come with over 3 hours of extra stuff.
And apparently the movie is 3 hours itself.
So a whole movie's worth of extra stuff. Yeah.
So the Boy and the Heron was released in Japan a little while ago. The English voice cast has been revealed for the English version of it. Christian Bale is going to be playing the lead, or he's going to be voicing the lead. Christian Bale previously voiced Howl in Howl's Moving Castle. Dave Bautista, who is Drax from Guardians of the Galaxy. Mark Hamill, who is the Joker. He's also Luke Skywalker.
Oh,
Skips, yeah. Robert Pattinson, Florence Pugh, who I did not know that Florence Pugh was in Puss in Boots: The Last Wish. I'm fairly sure she played Goldie.
That makes sense.
And Willem Dafoe, who I am hoping he plays a villain because that's just what he does really well.
Yeah. I'm hoping Robert plays Batman again.
In The Boy and the Heron?
Yeah. We got 2 Batmans in the movie. I'm hoping he...
Oh. Wait. Okay.
Yeah, he played Batman in The Batman. And Diggory. Cedric Diggory.
Uh-huh.
I think he was like a werewolf in a movie as well or something. But
So,
don't need that in this movie. We need
anyway.
Batman.
I was not interested in this movie before because I do not care for Studio Ghibli things. I've tried.
It's true.
I just don't get it. But with Mark Hamill being in it, basically Mark Hamill is the only reason why I want to see this. Because Mark Hamill is a beast at voice acting.
Yeah. I was interested in Willem Dafoe as well.
Yeah, I don't know how good of a voice actor
Yeah, that's
he is.
true. I'd
I know
rather
how good
see
of an actor he is.
Willem Dafoe
Yeah.
and his mischievous face. Anyway, Spider-Man. Speaking of Willem Dafoe, but Across the Spider-Verse, that is coming to Netflix on Halloween, October 31st. If you're not in the know.
TV announcement. So, Avatar: The Last Airbender, the live action. Netflix has provided a first look at some more of the characters. Previously, they gave us a first look at, the main actors, or like the main crew. So, Aang.
Main protagonists.
Yeah. Aang,
Katara?
Katara, Sokka, Toph, and Zuko. So now they've given us a look at some more of the people who are going to be there. Uncle Iroh is going to be played by Paul Sun-Hyun Lee, who is the pilot from The Mandalorian. Azula is going to be played by Elizabeth Yu. We also got another look at Prince Zuko without his helmet on. Fire Lord Ozai is going to be played by Daniel Day Kim, who you may know from Lost. He played Jin Soo Kwon, who was, I forget, he's the husband.
Yeah.
He's the husband. And Commander Zhao is going to be played by Ken Leung from Rush Hour, and he was also in Lost as Miles. He was one of... If you haven't seen Lost by now, I don't think you want to see it. Yeah, I was thinking I don't think you want to see it at this point. So anyway, he was also in Lost, and he was in Rush Hour.
That's funny.
So yeah, very excited about Fire Lord Ozai. Like when I saw that he was going to be playing Fire Lord Ozai, I was like, perfect. That is perfect casting. I don't know how well he's going to be able to play the role, but he looks perfect for it because he looks evil as all get out.
Okay.
And then like I saw him in the costume, was like, oh my gosh, it's everything I wanted. Some of the other people I'm not so sure about. Uncle Iroh looks pretty good. Aang looks good. Azula
doesn't
look scary. Like I feel like the actress looks kind of short, and she has like rounded features. Like this is the whole thing. She has rounded features that makes me kind of see bubbly and friendly, and not like I want her to have more like angular features. Like Daniel Day Kim, he has a very angular face, and Paul Sun Ying Lee does not have a very angular face. He has a very round face, like Uncle Iroh. But like I feel like Azula needs to be played by somebody who like has sharp angles in their face and looks like they're just gonna cut you off and just be really rude and really mean. The person who's playing her does not look like she could be really rude and really mean. Maybe she can. Maybe she'll surprise me. So anyway, looking forward to a lot of it. There's a lot of brown people in this movie, so that's good.
A lot of representation.
Yep.
Cool.
Not movie, it's a show. It's a show.
Mm-hmm.
We're not doing a movie again.
not yet, at least. We'll see how the show goes. So, yeah. Aqua Teen Hunger Force. Yes, that's right. After 8 long years, finally getting some new episodes. So the revival episodes are going to air on November 26th on Adult Swim at 11:30. You can catch it the next day on Max. And it's going to be back for a 5-episode revival or return.
I think it was called an itty bitty season or itty bitty something.
Okay, cool.
So Percy Jackson and the Olympians Disney Plus has provided a first look of some of the guest stars who are going to be on the series. Lin-Manuel Miranda is going to be playing Hermes. Lance Reddick, who we previously announced passed away earlier, I think this year or in the last year, he's going to be playing Zeus. And Timothy Amundsen, who I recognize the name because I thought he was Timothy Oliphant. He's not. He's Timothy Amundsen, who's going to be playing Hephaestus. He is a guy from Psych, who was He's
the lieutenant, the police guy. he's the recurring police guy who's not for it. He's not about it. He's the naysayer in the show.
So Percy Jackson and the Olympians.
And he has amazing hair. Sorry, I just wanted that to be known. It's incredible. It's gives me shivers.
So Percy Jackson and the Olympians will be coming to Disney Plus on December 20th, later on this year.
All right, more good stuff, hopefully good stuff, coming to Disney Plus, a live-action Gargoyles reboot.
And so this has been a rumor for a while.
And actually, I put it in the rumor mill, I think. Was this the one? Yeah, I put this in the rumor mill. But it sounds like it's
finally
action has been taken. Yeah. So Gary Dauberman and James Wan, they've apparently worked together in the past, but they are tackling this as executive producers. And Gary Dauberman was a writer for It and Annabelle. And he's going to be heading the project, like I said, with James Wan, both of them executive producing.
Cool. TV trailer news. Scott Pilgrim Takes Off has a new trailer. That show is still set to premiere on Netflix November 17th. Curses was the show that we were talking about. They'll be coming to Apple TV on October 27th. That's later on this week. It is a animated show that looks pretty cool, so watch the trailer.
Yeah.
Past show news.
Okay, Rick and Morty. They have announced the new voice actors for both Rick and Morty. Rick and Morty, who was previously voiced by Justin Roiland. So Rick is going to be played by Ian Cardoni, and Morty is going to be played by a separate actor, Harry Belden. So they decided to split the voice acting amongst two people.
Cool.
Yeah.
So, in event news, Suzanne Summers passed away this past week. She was 76 years old. I am not sure. She had breast cancer, but I'm not sure if her passing away was as a result of the breast cancer. I think it was. But she was known from Three's Company, which I did not watch. I did watch Step by Step, and I did not know that she was the mom from Step by Step. So that was on TGIF, which was on ABC, like their little lineup for Fridays. And I feel like I remember it was the last show that came on. So anyway, she's the mom from Step by Step. She was also in season 20 of Dancing with the Stars.
Ah, okay. You watched that.
I did not watch season 20. I stopped after some season, and then I recently started back up.
Well, WWE and WCW superstar wrestler Sting is retiring at 64 years old. So, congrats to him. AEW Revolution is going to be his last match. It's going to be AEW Revolution 2024. Like I said, Steve Borden is 64 years old, and he debuted in 1985.
Before either one of us were born.
Man.
He's been wrestling that long. In my head, I didn't even know, like, in my head, wrestling didn't start until, like, the 90s.
Right, yeah. What's this new hip and happening thing?
So, Michael Caine, who is the actor who... You need to be quiet. Anyway, Michael Caine, who is the actor who played Alfred Pennyworth in Christopher Nolan's Batman, is going to be retiring. He is 90 years old. His last film is going to be The Great Escaper.
Nice.
So yeah, very long career.
Yeah. So Netflix is going to be increasing its prices effective immediately. So listen up. If you have the basic plan, it's going to jump from $10 per month to $12 per month. The premium plan costs $20. Now it's going to cost you $23. But there are two plans that have not or will not be affected with this price increase. That's going to be the ad-based plan for $7. That's going to stay the same. And the standard plan for $15.50. That's also going to stay the same.
Speaking of Netflix, Netflix has announced their Geeked Week. This is their third version of their Geeked Week. It will be November 6th through November 12th. During this week, Netflix is going to be sharing information, updates about many of their popular shows, including Stranger Things, Rebel Moon, Scott Pilgrim, and more. You can stream, or you can tune in to X, formerly known as Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok in order to watch the stream of the things that they're announcing throughout the day. The first day will be Stranger Things Day, so I'm guessing that they're going to be making a lot of announcements about Stranger Things and some of the other works, like the spin-offs from Stranger Things, because I think there's an animated show that's coming, and there's the Broadway.
Oh, right.
The musical. Is it a musical? I don't know if it's a musical.
I wonder if that's associated with Netflix. Because I'm also thinking about the board game. The Stranger Things board game.
Oh,
Yeah, because that's because I was thinking, well, they're probably not going to mention the board game, but they might mention the
I think they might mention that animated show because it's by Duffer Brothers as well.
Right. Yeah. Oh yeah, that's the the Saturday morning cartoon.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay.
So yeah.
All right. I was thinking, I wonder if they're gonna have actors from the show, but probably not because of SAG-AFTRA.
Yeah.
Or if they do, they have to not talk about the show.
Which is like, why are you here?
Well, I mean.
And then also, I think Netflix is probably part of the people that's the problem.
Well,
I don't know that they would do anything.
The other side of the issue.
Of the argument.
Yeah.
Disagreement.
Yeah, the confrontation. Okay.
I don't foresee them doing anything for them.
Probably. Possibly not, but
or not. Probably just not doing anything for them.
Maybe, but maybe it's their show as well. So
unless they're UK actors, but I mean UK actors might not do it for solidarity.
Ellie might. 11, which is Ellie. She might be UK, is what I'm saying. Well,
now I'm trying to think of a person's real name.
Bobby
Millie Brown.
Huh?
Bobby Millie Brown.
Good job. Teamwork. So, Pikachu, I was about to say, speaking of teamwork, team of scalpers have ruined Pokemon. But in previous weeks, we talked about the collaboration of Pokemon and the Amsterdam Museum, or the Vincent van Gogh Museum, and how scalpers just came out and ruined the party. So, the story was the Pikachu with a gray hat promo card was very popular, to say the least. And things got a little out of hand, and the museum has since decided not to restock the cards since so many of the all of the cards were taken by scalpers, and it kind of, something like that ruins your day if you're a family trying to take your kid out to the museum to have some fun, learn about Pokemon, learn about Van Gogh, and get a Pokemon card, but you get knocked over by scalpers. So in an attempt to maintain a safe and enjoyable experience for their patrons, the Amsterdam Museum has decided not to restock that Pokemon with a gray hat promo card. Yeah. As far as I can tell, people can still buy it, not at the museum, but online.
On eBay?
Well, yeah, on eBay for like hundreds of dollars, if not thousands.
Yeah, I think I saw $70 to $200.
Yeah, I think I saw $150 to $6,000 for that, and I think some of the other items.
Yeah, because they said they had other limited items as well.
Yeah.
They should stop with the limited items.
I do not have a suggestion for them. I hate that they decided to pull it, but I get it.
Yeah.
That's a battle that they don't necessarily need to partake in. They need to flee. Choose that flee option. If you know what I'm talking about, put it in the comments.
So anyway, gaming news, announcements.
Yep. Fallout. Speaking of sought after cards, hopefully these are sought after cards. Fallout is becoming a part of the Magic the Gathering universe. I mean, I don't know if that's a thing. I imagine it is because the Lord of the Rings, they're also a part of it. Fallout is getting their version of Commander decks, which sounds like it's going to be 4 different decks, each with 100 cards in them, and each deck of cards has a theme. I think one of them is going to be mutants, like the super mutants and other mutants, more than likely. And one of them is going to be scavengers. So if you're a fan of the game, Dogmeat has a card. You have your loyal dog friend as a card, so that's pretty cool. But there are going to be 4 different decks, each one with its own theme, each one with 100 different cards, and all of those are going to be dropping March 8th of 2024.
Gaming announcements, not announcements, we just did that. Gaming trailers. Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2, the Warzone. I think it's called Warzone. It has a Skeletor operator trailer, where it's Call of Duty with Skeletor.
That's what it is, yeah.
And yeah, it's kind of interesting to watch. But apparently, I'm guessing that's something that you can either update or buy or whatever.
Yeah, like downloadable content or something, or a skin that you can Which I guess is also downloadable content.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's interesting.
Mm-hmm.
I want to know who the voice actor is who's doing Skeletor.
Yeah, me too.
Because
I was thinking
it
Mark
sounds
Hamill
like
could've
Mark
done that.
Hamill, but I don't think it is Mark Hamill.
Right.
And I don't feel like that's high enough for Mark. Like, it doesn't have enough publicity for Mark Hamill to have done that.
I don't know. He's done some things like I said, he'll skips for regular show. It was like, is that Mark Hamill? Is that abominable monkey guy? Like, what is this? And I feel like there have been some other things where he's voice acted. But then again, a picture with him at Comic-Con is like $400.
Yeah. So that's why I don't feel like he'd be doing something on the low.
Below his station.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Well, let's talk about some rumors, shall
Rumor
we?
mill.
Stirring up that pot. Put those rumors in it. Rumor mill. Rumor mill. Okay, so it looks like the PS5 Slim is going to launch in the US on November 8th at $600. So this release is going to be with a Spider-Man 2 bundle. Okay, so there's that. Also, on November 10th, you'll be able to get the standard and digital versions of the PS5 Slim without.
Forgot to mention. This is rumor mill. All this information was leaked, not announced. Now continue.
Yes.
So this may not actually happen.
Right. Yeah. Thus it being.
Don't go out on November 8th looking to buy your Spider-Man PS5 bundle.
No, do that, because if you don't do that, you're probably not going to get it. So take this leak and run with it. Worst case, you'll get to keep $600 in your pocket. I mean, plus tax. But yeah. So it's a rumor because it was leaked and not officially announced. But there you go. You could possibly get a PS5 with Spider-Man. PS5 Slim with Spider-Man 2 on November 8th.
Or November 10th without Spider-Man.
Movie releases that are releasing this coming week.
Today to next week, Friday. Justice League War World is going to be coming to Max October 23rd. You said this before, but it seems like we've been announcing this for a very long time.
I feel like we've seen it.
We haven't seen it.
I've seen a War World.
Oh, okay.
I'm pretty sure.
I haven't seen it because this is the one that's rated R. Anyway.
We've seen rated R Justice League movies.
Okay.
But we probably haven't seen this one if they're talking about releasing it again.
But anyway, it just seems like we were announcing it, and it seemed like it came out, and then now it's coming out again, and I don't know. It's coming out on Max now.
Yeah. So coming to theaters and Peacock on October 27th will be, it's a weird way for me to say that. I'm going to say it again. Five Nights at Freddy will be coming out on October 27th on Peacock and in theaters.
Will be Five Nights at Freddy. TV shows coming out starting today to next week Friday.
Fear the Walking Dead Season 8B.
Or Part 2.
Yeah. It's coming to AMC on October 22nd.
Life on Our Planet is coming to Netflix on October 25th.
Yes. And an anime called Pluto is coming to Netflix on October 26th. It's going to be about world's 7 most advanced robots and their human counterparts or human allies. Yeah. Their human allies are murdered one by one. And Inspector Geisicht soon discovers that he is also in danger.
And we previously mentioned the Curses show coming to Apple TV. That will be coming out this week, the 27th. I believe that's Friday on Apple TV.
Yep. Well, that's it for us this week. This has been your weekly dose of nerd news. Hey, if you liked it, be sure to give us a like, comment, and subscribe. Do all those things. And we'll catch you next week for maybe more, maybe less, some amount of nerdiness. I'm Chasen.
I'm Air Bear.
And thanks for watching.
Clink.